Hi there guys, and welcome to day 46 of the lockdown and the UR daily update. As you can see, I thought I'd have a bit of a change of scenery today. I'm outside the studio. I'm here all morning today doing one-to-one sessions virtually with clients. So I thought I'd get out in the sun, and it's absolutely spectacular already. I did film a brief video earlier just because I know this is slightly later than you're used to seeing things, but I started with Fred this morning at 6 a.m. and I didn't want to kind of rush my session, my sort of message today, so I thought I'd post it a little bit later. I know lots of you are off work anyway, and you'll be relaxing on the bank holiday and VE Day, obviously today, 75 years, so thought I'd film a little bit later today. So we've already had HIT this morning, which I filmed live with Asa. I think there's about 9 or 10 of you on that. That will be loaded up onto the YouTube channel later today. We've got Pure Movement, I believe, with Mark at lunchtime today, and then Russ has got his Strength at Home later on this evening at 5 p.m. So make sure you get booked in for whatever you want to do today, and make sure you stay active and exercising over the weekend, as I'm sure you will do. Had a really fantastic session yesterday with Claire for the Richer Life Resilience Training session 3. And I think I sent off to everybody who couldn't make the live call yesterday. I think I've sent you the recording already. If I've missed you out for any reason and you wanted the recording and you couldn't make it onto the live call, please just message me and I can easily ping that over to you today, and try and watch that over the next few days and get that done while it's still fresh in your mind and while you might have some time to do so and really embed the goals in place that we went through yesterday. Really, really good session. And it was lovely as well yesterday. I caught up with Bev and Keith Milford, and I also caught up with Jenny and Steve Fenton yesterday, which was really nice. And I'll touch base with Lauren Downing, I think, a bit later on. She sent me a really nice email the other day. Yeah, so I'm gradually, as I say, catching up with all of you, and it's really nice to hear how you're getting on, the training that you're doing, and you know what you're doing with yourselves through this time, and you're getting out nice walks and you're doing your training and everything. So really, really good. Special shout out to Fred this morning as well, who's really getting strong with his 20 kilo presses now. He's really working well with that. I've had some good sessions already today with Fred, with Andy, with Ian Bell, and next up I've got Mr. Paul Field that I'm going to be doing a session with in a bit. Now the main focus that I wanted to talk to you about today is really, obviously there's going to be an announcement made on Sunday by Boris, and it's going to be kind of, a staged return to things coming out of the lockdown, a 5 or 6 stage sort of plan that will take us over the next few months. And I just really want to kind of say to you guys that I'm not going to be in a rush to try and get things back up and running as quickly as I physically can, because I think that there's a danger, and this is what I want to focus on today, and I want you to think about today as well. Next Friday, it may even be the Friday after, I think it's about the 22nd, I'm doing an all-day, I'm on an all-day kind of workshop about kind of realigning with my own personal vision and values and how I want my life to be going forwards coming out of this. And I'd really recommend, I know we're doing a lot of this sort of stuff with, this time, we're doing stuff with Claire as well at the moment, but I really feel there's kind of a danger for me and potentially for all of us that we can come out of this. There's lots of stuff we can learn from this whole this whole period. And I posted something really good from a mentor of mine, Chet, yesterday in the group. I'd really recommend you read it if you haven't read it yet. But there's a danger we could just fall back into the old way of doing things, and we could just kind of almost stumble back into it. And then, in a few months' time, nothing's really changed. And I know that this period of time has been an opportunity for a lot of us to step back, to take a bit of time to really kind of, like I said quite near the start, I think, to review, to reassess, to reconnect with those around us, and then to kind of, realign, redesign, and then really refine how we live our lives. And we really want to make sure that we don't just slip back into the old way of living, which for many of us, was good, it was fine, but it wasn't perfect. It wasn't really how we wanted things to be, but we can easily get kind of drifting along with life, and we kind of end up somewhere that we don't necessarily want to be. So, and we do have an opportunity now to kind of redesign our future going forwards. We don't just have to step back and fall back into the old way of doing things. So that's just kind of what I wanted to say. I'm not going to just be suddenly, right, we're open again, boom, everyone back, everything's exactly the same. I'm going to want to probably establish a bit of a kind of, focus group, think tank, whatever you want to call it, with some members on all membership levels to kind of really kind of work out. I've got my ideas about how I think we can offer a fantastic service going forwards, and I'm getting lots of great feedback from all of you as I'm kind of touching base and phoning you and speaking to you. And I know some of you are really engaging with the online stuff. Some of you are missing the personal interaction. Some of you want a mixture of both. Some of you have probably got other ideas. So I want to kind of make sure that I don't just jump back in with both feet and try and recreate exactly what we were doing before, because otherwise this is a wasted opportunity, guys. Okay, so that's for me anyway, and I think that resonates with a lot of you as well from the way I've been talking to you over the last sort of few days and few weeks. And bearing in mind we're in week 7 now doing this, and we're kind of all adapting to it. And there's lots of positives that will come out of this, lots and lots of positives. And I think we need to really take time to learn the lessons from this and then to redesign our futures going forward. So that's kind of why I didn't want to rush and just do a quick 2 or 3 minutes this morning before jumping on the call with Fred at 6 a.m. I wanted to really kind of try and get that across. And you, with most of us have got, I know lots of you maybe have got a 3 or 4 day weekend now, even if you're working. Some of you are retired, some of you are furloughed and not working anyway. But yeah, like me, I'm really going to take some time over this and to think about things. And I'd encourage you to do the same. And I'm going to be reaching out to some of you to kind of help me a little bit going forwards and to get your feedback and to get your input on things moving forwards as well. So that's why I didn't want to rush the message this morning. I wanted to get that point across. There will definitely be a staged return, but it's kind of, I'm not going to be in a rush to jump straight back in. And I probably don't think you are. Everyone's situation is going to be different. Some people are homeschooling. Some people are still working from home. Some of you are shielding and will be for longer because of medical conditions and age and that sort of thing. So it's going to be different for everybody. But we're going to really kind of come back into this from a very sort of conscious and planned and focused perspective, rather than just drifting back into the old way of doing things, which I don't think is going to be best for anyone. I think we all can learn and adapt and change and review and redesign our lives going forwards. But whatever you're up to today, I know some of you are having picnics in the garden, some of you are going to be having barbecues, some of you are going to be going out for nice walks. But have a fantastic day, guys. Stay safe, stay strong. I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'm going to put together the playlist today for tomorrow morning's spin. So if you've got any last minute requests, make sure you put them on the Facebook group so I can include your tracks in tomorrow's playlist. Anyway, have a fantastic day, guys. Stay safe, stay strong, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Bye-bye.